Hey, what's up guys? In this video, we're going to talk about the best digital audio workstations or DAWs. If you're a music producer or work with audio in any capacity, you're definitely going to want to stick around. But before we get into it, do me a huge favor. Please hit that like, subscribe, makes a huge difference and tells YouTube that people actually want to see my videos. Now, you know a good DAW is crucial to your setup, but with so many different options out there, it can be tough to figure out which one's right for you. First things first though, it's important to understand there really isn't a best DAW that works for everyone. Different DAWs have different strengths, different weaknesses, and what works for one person might not work for another. There are definitely some DAWs that are more popular and widely used than others. Now let's try to go through a few of them. Logic Pro. This is a professional grade DAW that's often used by big name producers and studios, and it's packed with tons of features and tools, and its reputation of being powerful, feature rich, but can also be a little bit complex and require a bit of a learning curve. But with most people that I know, they've told me they've picked it up pretty quickly, and it's pretty affordable at just $200. I know for some this might be on the pricier side, but if you're serious about music production and willing to invest in your setup, it might be worth considering. Also, it's only offered on Apple computers, so try to keep that in mind. Ableton Live. It's known for its live performance capabilities and often used by electronic music producers, DJs, and artists like YouTuber Andrew Wong. It is pretty user-friendly and intuitive. With the layout, it's well suited for live performances. But if you're more used to DAWs like Pro Tools, Cubase, Studio One, it might feel backwards. It runs for $79 to $749 at the time of this recording, depending on which version you're getting. So price can be high or low, kind of depending on how you're looking at it. FL Studio is a DAW that's more geared towards electronic music production and hip-hop, and it's the most downloaded DAW of all time. It's capable of handling a wide range of genres. It's known for its user-friendly interface, fast workflow, and a good choice for both beginners and experienced producers. As it's only limited by your imagination in regards to your workflows, it's probably the most flexible DAW ever made. It has a large virtual instrument library and supports a wide range of plugins, making a good choice for anyone who wants a lot of flexibility in their music production. It ranges in price from $99 to $499, and you get free updates for life, so there's no other DAW on the market that offers anything of this caliber as far as upgrades. It's quite the powerful DAW, and you can literally assign any parameter to any other parameter out there. Now let's get into Pro Tools, another professional grade DAW that's widely used in major recording studios. It has a reputation of being the industry standard and has a wide range of tools for recording, editing, and mixing audio. It can be complex and may require a bit of a learning curve, but it's a good choice for those who want to be compatible with major studios around the world. That being said, they do have a reputation for many bad business practices regarding licensings they offer and poor customer support. I've heard countless horror stories, though they do have cheaper price points, but once you get deep into their ecosystem, it's one of the most expensive DAWs on the market, if not the most expensive. They were the first mainstream DAW on the market. Unfortunately, that led them to not innovate with their product over the years, resulting in resting on their past with very little improvement to their user interface. Where many other companies have changed the game and done incredible things, so Pro Tools tends to lack in that department, creating a frustrating experience for new users. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to break a computer I was using when I was on Pro Tools. Very frustrating, and it feels like a DAW that's stuck in the early 2000s. Studio One. This DAW is known to be super user-friendly and fast workflows. It has a wide range of virtual instruments, plugins, making a good choice for those who want a lot of flexibility in their music production. It's a good choice for both beginners and more experienced producers. It's personally the main DAW I use and truly love how powerful and great user interface it is. It's capable of loading many other DAWs inside of it as if they were another instrument. Very powerful feature if you want to use features like other DAWs, say FL Studio, Native Instruments Machine, Reason, and many others right inside of Studio One. Studio One's one of the more affordable DAWs. They even offer a monthly subscription that also adds a lot of extras like third-party plugins, sound libraries, and even cloud storage. Cubase. This DAW has been around for a while and has a reputation for being powerful, feature-rich, and is a good choice for any music production with a wide range of tools for recording, editing, and mixing audio. It also recently got Dolby Atmos support. It can be a bit complex, so it may require a bit of a learning curve, but it's a good choice for those who want a lot of control over their music productions. At $579 for their flagship product, considering many of the recent updates, including support for different formats for immersive audio and more, it's really a fair price for what you get. Reason: this DAW is known for its virtual instrument library, supporting a wide range of plugins, and a good choice for electronic music productions, but can be used for other genres. It has a user-friendly interface and a good choice for beginners, but it may not have as many advanced features as some of the other options out there, but I personally find it useful for just as an instrument. With the incredible unique sound modules and workflows, it's much closer to working with real hardware in many ways. It reminds me of hardware synthesis with a complex routing and flexibility options. Reason also offers a cheap monthly subscription model, perfect for those who just need limitless sounds for their projects. That's what I personally use. Digital Performer. This DAW, known for its audio and MIDI recording, as well as video editing capabilities, it's a good choice for those who want a DAW that can handle a wide range of tasks, including live performances. It has a reputation of being powerful and feature-rich, but may require a bit of a learning curve. Sonar. Also known as Cakewalk, this DAW is known for its support of a wide range of plugins and virtual instruments. It's featuring a rich and wide range of tools for recording, editing, and mixing audio. Cakewalk, aka Sonar, has been sold and bought quite a few times over the last few years. It's currently owned by BandLab. And by the way, they do have a mobile app DAW by the same name. This was my DAW of choice for about 10 years or so. These days, the program is just called Cakewalk, like I said. Now, it's 100% free. It's a good choice for those who want a lot of control over their music production, as well as having a low budget. I recommend it to anybody that is just getting into it and doesn't have a lot of money to spend. Acid Pro. This is a free and open source DAW that has a good choice for those who are just starting out with music production. It's simple, easy to use, but doesn't have as many advanced features as some of the other options out there, but it's a good choice for those who want to get a feel for the music production without investing in more expensive DAWs. GarageBand. I think we've all heard of this one. This is a free DAW that comes with Apple computers and on iPads as well. It's known for a user-friendly interface and a good choice for beginners. It has a limited selection of virtual instruments and plugins, but it's a good choice for those who want to get a feel for the music production without really investing anything into it. Reaper. This DAW is known for its support of a wide range of virtual instruments, plugins, as well as being the most customizable user interface on the market. It's a good choice for those who want a lot of control over their music production. It's available at an affordable price, kind of free. You can get the demo and just keep running the demo forever. It may require a bit of a learning curve, but it's a good choice for those who want a powerful and flexible DAW. One thing to keep in mind is that many DAWs offer a free trial, so you can try out different ones and figure out what you want before you buy it. This is a great way to get a feel for each DAW without breaking the bank and figure out what works best for you. Another thing to consider is your workflow. Different DAWs have different layouts, approaches to music production, so it's important to find what feels comfortable and intuitive for you. For example, if you're someone who likes to work with a lot of virtual instruments and plugins, you'll want to look for a DAW that has a robust virtual instrument library and supports a wide range of plugins. Ultimately, the best DAW for you is the one that fits your needs and workflow, but don't be afraid to try out different options. And remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution to music production software, so try them all out if you can. Finally, it's worth considering what type of support is available for your DAW you choose. Some DAWs have a much more extensive documentation and much larger community support than others do. For example, Pro Tools support is absolutely atrocious, at least with Avid directly. You might be able to find some community support, but you're probably going to be much more likely to find it there than you will with Avid directly, and they tend to make you pay for a bunch of extra support anyway. In conclusion, there's just a lot of different DAWs to choose from, and what it really comes down to is finding out what fits your needs, your workflow. It's worth taking the time to research and try to figure out the different options before you just pick one and go with it. I personally use several different DAWs for different reasons. Most of the DAWs I use these days, I use as virtual instruments inside of Studio One. Please do me a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe to this channel. I post tips and tricks, reviews, and general recording information stuff, as well as I put out my own beats on this channel and personal music. So just do me a favor, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching again. Have a great day. Peace.